as a child, I was always the kid that was like, go act like your mama, act like your daddy. And I would do it in front of my family, and my family would die laughing. And I remember this as a child. So I thought then, like, I want to do this for the rest of my life because it's easy. And then when I got to high school, we had DSA and all that in Detroit, like, but I didn't go to performing. I went to Mumford High School. And you could only actually take acting classes. You can only take acting classes there your junior and senior year. And I was mad about that, but I took them. And our acting class was nothing but improv. And I remember every time I would go to class and perform, the whole class would want to watch what I was going to do. And those were the things that started being like, I know I'm supposed to be doing is little reminders. And then when I got to college, I went to Alabama State. Shout out, we just won March Madness last night. You feel me? Yeah, we opened that thing up. Come on, we made it to March Madness, baby. We won the swag. Come on now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No, but
never win.
no, HBCU. I was working with Brian Martin, who is one of the most beautiful acting coaches I've ever had. But when I got there, I remember auditioning for my theater, and I got there the first day and they were like, you got to do a minute song, a minute dance, and a minute monologue. And I'm like,
what? Why? A minute
because
song?
that's how you audition for our dramatic guild. That's how you became a part of the theater. So they just wanted to see it was like arts, what you can do.
But if I don't do music,
then
it's part of art school.
It's a song. It's a part of art school.
In college,
yeah,
I didn't have to
because it was a realm of what we had to learn. Yeah,
I know
it's a known thing. So you do these things, and so when I got there that day, it was like I had nothing prepared. I didn't even know, but I know I'm good because I've studied improv for 2 years. So when I got down there and they was like perform something, I literally like took my shirt off. I had a long sleeve shirt on. I tied it up and I act like I was like in this institution seeing cartoon characters. So I was looking at people walk by like, it's me, Elmo. And I started doing all these impressions, started tripping people out. So after that, I ended up getting put on. And then it was like I booked the first show of the year. So it was more of those moments that started proving to me. And then I remember one of the big shows that came along was Antigone, which comes from like the Elizabethan period, which we talk about Christopher Marlowe, Shakespeare. This is back then when they used to write a lot of plays, right? All theater shit, because I love theater. So once I got to be able to approach that, and I had to learn the dialect and learn how to talk. And then I started doing shows and understanding it was to be like, one joint I did Antigone, but it was like, 'tis only titled thou dishonest in her. Strange that our color of blood weight and heat all point together with quite confound distinction, yet stand on differences so mighty.
Yeah.
When you start to break shit down, I'm an actor. And then people watching and they like, damn, that's good. Yeah. Like you know what I'm saying?
How you do that? So then you start to realize you started doing the research. And I would say one of those moments you always reminded that you have a certain thing, because I actually recently had a show. Shout out to Don B. Welch. I played a kid. Nice.
I played a kid who had autism. And the thing the way I approached the show, I was like, I never want to approach this and try to play the character. I want to become it. I want people to believe that I actually have autism. So I worked on everything. He carried this Urkel doll around. He had all these things going on with him. So I had to find these nuances. I wanted to find the way that he talked, the way that he moved. So I started finding the way that I rocked, and I was doing things like this. And then I found this lift. So when I started talking to people, it got kind of wavy. I changed the whole game, bro. So now when people watching it, they like, damn, is he really autistic?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. These are the things that have to remind you that if you're going to put in the work and make people believe you are who you really fucking are, it's going to show when you get the opportunity. So I don't think that this is a process that we don't have actors out here who are able to do these things. I just think when the opportunity comes, showcase your fucking work, man. This
be
shit
ready.
Is, like, be ready for it.
Be ready.
Be ready for it.
Be ready. And I even like I saw you, on the stream, and Tiger played your song. You was ready. Other people might not even been ready for that kind of opportunity. No? Disagree?
I had no other choice but to be ready. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
You pulled the song up, but you have to have
play.
a song.
But you had songs ready. And you was ready.
But like I say, like, you okay, so with me, like, I am a shy person.
Oh, okay.
But I can know when to not be shy. Okay. And it is nervous. Like, I'm gonna be nervous, but at the end of the day, I want to do good at what I do. So you have to know when to snap into it. But the whole time you could be.
So you still get nervous? You still get nervous too?
Oh, of course.
Hell fucking
it's not real.
Are you more nervous in theater, or are you more nervous on the production set on camera? Because I know those are two different beasts.
Well, I think you will always be more nervous in theater than you will on cameras, because I can get a great take and then it's like, oh, that didn't work. It could be something wrong with production. We just got to shoot it again. You get to do it over. In theater, you get one shot. That is the most beautiful thing for me as an actor. Oh, of course. Because to me, theater tests who you are as an actor.
Absolutely.
I don't care what nobody says. When them curtains open
and it's your time to get on that stage, especially if you leading the show or you one of the main characters, it's gonna test you.
Yeah.
We sitting here watching you live. We don't have a chance. You ain't got a chance to mess up. You ain't got a chance to do bad. If you have a bad performance, there's a lot of people that's gonna be like, you're not good.
I just did a stage play. I have another one in May. And
Oh, you was up there. You was up there going through it.
Look, you would have never known we was messing up, but we was hitting everything. We was free. We was just doing what we could, and we was making, and they were laughing.
Yeah.
And that's all that mattered. But to me, it was fun because I like he said, to be challenged. Even when we mess up, hey, we still know how to bounce
Audience
off each
don't know.
other and throw something in there, or whatever, and keep it going. So
I think the best actors. Go ahead, B.
I don't even think you would call it messing up unless you completely just like freeze up.
yeah.
Like I think that like whatever naturally happens, like that was supposed to happen for that audience or for that moment. That if you guys are able to continue continue the scene and continue the story without no one ever knowing, then like that's actually the skill. That's actually the art. Like that's
One thing my acting coach always taught me, and I'm gonna give y'all this little nugget for all the actors out there, that even when you do fuck up, just commit to fucking up.
right.
Commit to it, bro. You fucked up.
Give me an example. Like, what you mean? Give me. An
I
example.
mean, at the end of the day, if there's something going wrong and you see you did something wrong, just commit.
If you trip and fall, then that's part of the scene.
That's just part of the scene now. Like at the
get
end
the
of the
rolling
day,
on the floor.
commit
Say
to
something out your
it.
mouth.
Because again, yes, the audience may not know, but at the end of the day, we just all want to be intrigued. And if a true artist, they know how to perform.
Have you messed up on stage and kept it going?
Of course, but not in any way that was like drastic. But also, I'm so aware especially when I'm on the stage. I'm so aware. I'm one of those actors that believe that motherfucker, you gonna be watching me even when I ain't talking. That's how aware I am. Because I know everything that's going on. If a piece fall off, before I do shows and I get on stage, I will walk around the stage and I touch everything. I just like touching the set before we get on.